So a lot of the places that we work are much larger than people realize. And so when we show them the creatures, they don't get the size of some of these guys. They are absolutely enormous. And as you can see, I was walking around down in there. You can barely see me. These things are 7 to 8 feet in some places. Welcome to the Bigfoot Researcher's Journal. First thing in the morning, I'm preparing myself. I start kind of hearing things over there, and then I notice that I'm seeing achromatic in the bushes, and suddenly this happens. First of all, this is the first coyote that's ever come out on me. So when I saw it, I moved to the right. I started this clip we're watching now, and I got him. And suddenly, a second one appears. Now I can plainly see the nephilim in between them. These coyotes are spaced equally with this creature in the middle, and the creature is coming forward. Now this is in a little bit slower motion footage, 50% speed. But right here we're going to look at the creature's face. Check him out. Watch this. To me, this is representation that these enormous creatures are in control of these coyotes. Now, is it possible that since in the past these beings were described as a people, that they are that advanced? Absolutely. You're watching it. They're controlling those animals somehow. And you can plainly see he's there. And so are the coyotes. In case you didn't see that first one, this one was below it. It's a monster. Those coyotes are within 10 feet of that creature. You can't tell me those coyotes aren't aware of that. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Be sure to subscribe. There'll be plenty more footage from expeditions funded by members and people who actually care about field research and getting results for you. Have a great week. Alright guys, so if you look here, you can see there's the head of a creature here, and this is your typical kind of Bigfoot, right? But it's like got some light shining down, and you can see his mouth right there, and his whole head, is pretty clear actually. He's blending in. I'd venture a guess that he's white in coloration. But you can see there's one next to him right there. They're just hanging out together. And this is that group dynamic that we talk about and have for so many years on Crypto Reality. They're very close. They're very sensitive creatures. If you spend enough time in the forest, you're going to figure this out, right? It's about being quiet and sensitive to the environment, being able to pick up on the fact that these creatures are there. People have encounters all the time. They just don't realize it's happening. They feel uncomfortable, possibly. Meanwhile, there's giant hominoids blending in the forest, watching you on your walk. And this is what's going on. You can plainly see these guys here. So let's look at some more footage from this particular shoot here. Look at that. It's incredible, man. can see him plainly. So this footage here, you can see I've got him here, and he's changed his facial expression. And I think this is the guy in my drawing from another encounter that I had. And if you look, you can see him back there. He's changing position as we move forward in the frame, so you can see his eyes, his whole face. That's a great shot right there. Let's get in close and take a look at that. Yeah, if you look here, you can see his face perfectly, man. And then, like one frame later, he's kind of frowning and scowling at me. I'm waving at him, so he's probably a little pissy that I'm seeing him, and he's busted. But this was the first time that I think both of us realized we were, looking at each other. Like, he finally realized this guy sees me, because it wasn't a couple weeks later that he literally walked out on me, and that was when I had gotten back in my truck, and when I left, I got pulled over twice before I left the park. Suspiciously pulled over twice by two different law enforcement agencies for 1 minute, and then they're like, "Go ahead, you can go." And I'm like, what are you doing? Anyone can see what's going on in our footage. Support Crypto Reality by subscribing and setting notifications to all, or join us on Patreon and contribute financially to the discovery of the millennia.